Listen up, Peyton. I'm sick and tired of your pathetic behavior. Just a reminder, you're nothing more than my mother's nurse. So know your place in this family, woman. Don't even think about showing your face around here again today.
Hold up for a sec. Have you even thought about what's gonna happen to your mother if I don't come back? If I'm not there, who's gonna make her dinner? I know it's not gonna be you.
Oh, really? Making her dinner is your top priority? What about me, huh? I'm the one slaving away at work every damn day. I'm the one who needs a decent dinner when I come home. All she does is sleep all day. Not exactly breaking a sweat, is she? What the hell? Aren't I your husband? Your priorities are all screwed up. Who's more important here, her or your own husband?
Look, it's not about prioritizing one of you over the other. Trust me on that. Sometimes I just happen to make her dinner first. That's all. I mean, I can't exactly serve her the same food as you, so I have to prepare 2 separate meals. It's just how it goes.
Oh, really? Why don't you make my food first, huh? I come home all worn out from work, and I need someone to cater to me. Let's not forget, you wouldn't even be living in this fancy house if it weren't for me. Without me, you'd have absolutely nothing. Zero. But do I see any appreciation from you? Not a damn bit. Instead, you should be down on your knees, thanking me for everything I've done for you.
Well, this is your mother's house after all. It's all thanks to her that we have a roof over our heads, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I mean, this is your mother's house, not yours.
Wow, you really think you're clever, don't you? Newsflash, genius, this is our family home, so it's just as much mine as it is hers. Property rights mean squat in this argument. And let me enlighten you with a little reality check. Once she's no longer around, this place will belong to me, making me the official owner of the damn property. So enjoy your temporary claim while it lasts, because sooner or later, it'll be mine to do as I please.
Russell, seriously? Come on. Imagine how your mother would feel if she heard you talking like that. Can't you find a better way to phrase it? Remember, she's your mother after all.
Look, let me be brutally honest here. Dealing with her is such a freaking hassle. Why doesn't she just kick the bucket already? It would be so much easier if she could peacefully croak in her sleep. But nope, she's determined to keep on living just to spite me, like the stubborn old hag she is. That's why I suggested dumping her out on the streets, but oh no, you had to insist on taking care of her because she wanted to die in her own damn house or something. I knew it was a terrible decision. If only you had listened to me, we wouldn't have to put up with her annoying existence anymore.
Hey, Russell, seriously? That's just awful. How could you even think like that? Even for you. It's a whole new level of cruelty. Do you even realize what you're saying about your own mother? It's pretty messed up, don't you think?
Oh, I get it crystal clear. Big deal. Am I not allowed to voice my thoughts now? Spare me your holier-than-thou act, all right? Let's cut the crap here. You've been playing the saint, taking care of her for nearly 7 freaking years, all in the hopes of getting a fat inheritance, haven't you? Don't even try to deny it. I know damn well that's the only reason you bother dealing with that old hag day in and day out.
Forget about inheritance. That's not why I'm taking care of her. And you know it. She's always been there for me. Always taking care of me since the day we met. She's shown me so much kindness and understanding that I feel compelled to repay her in any way I can. Plus, I can talk to her about anything and everything under the sun. Honestly, she's been more than just a mother-in-law to me. She's been my confidant and my best friend throughout our entire marriage.
Wow. Looks like you've got no other friends in your pathetic life if your so-called best friend is some bedridden 80-year-old lady. Hilarious, really. I was in a crappy mood before, but reading that nonsense actually made me feel better. So go ahead, prioritize making your precious best friend's dinner over mine, since you care so much about her. It's truly laughable.
Come on, Russell. Don't be like that, please. You're acting like a complete jerk right now. Can't you see that for yourself?
Be like what? I'm letting you have your way, aren't I? Don't worry about me. Just get along with your best friend. After all, she's practically on her deathbed, so you better make the most of the little time she has left, right?
Oh, so I guess you're not even gonna lift a finger to help me with her care, huh? You're just gonna sit back and let fate take care of it? Come on. She's your blood. Your own mother, for crying out loud. Show some compassion, will you?
Oh, hell no. I'm already busting my ass off at the office, and now you want me to play nursemaid at home too? Not a chance in hell. Besides, I have business trips all the time. How the hell am I supposed to take care of her when I'm hardly ever around? And let's not forget, you don't even work anymore. You're just a pathetic little housewife with nothing better to do. It's practically your obligation to take care of her.
Excuse me? I quit work to be her full-time carer, you know. It wasn't even my idea in the first place. Remember? I already had my career at the hospital.
Oh, yeah, sure, now I remember. But you see, us men have to work twice as hard as women, so of course you wouldn't understand. It's only logical that you could just drop your job and take care of mom without any issues. You were just cleaning bedpans or whatever, right? It's not like you were some fancy doctor or anything worth mentioning.
I can't believe you, Russell. Saying such things? What decade do you think this is?
If you don't like taking care of her, then you don't have to. Just throw her out on the streets or something.
Of course I do. I'll stay with her until the end. And anyways, who's going to take care of her if I don't? You?
Hold on a damn minute. It just hit me that she's probably still breathing because you've been playing nursemaid this whole time. Ugh. At this rate, I'll be collecting Social Security before I see a dime of my precious inheritance. You know what? Maybe you should just quit wasting your time taking care of that old hag. Who knows? Maybe she'll kick the bucket faster and I can get my hands on the inheritance sooner than I anticipated.
Just drop it, Russell. I don't want to talk about this anymore. You're a terrible person. You know that?
You can just call me whatever you want. I couldn't care less. I'm just keeping it real, Peyton. This is how the world works, whether you like it or not. It's time you wake up and smell the coffee. And you know what? I have no problem saying all of this straight to her face later. In fact, I think I'll make it my mission to do so.
Oh, Peyton, honey, is everything all right? I noticed you rushing out of the house earlier with a troubled look on your face. Did Russell go and say something awful to you again?
Oh, hey, Savannah. I'm okay, thanks. It's just the usual Russell stuff. You know how he is. Please, don't mind him.
But you seemed even more distraught than usual. I can't help but worry. Is he upset with you over something related to me? I have a feeling he is, isn't he? I'm so sorry for always causing you so much trouble, Peyton.
It's not your fault. Please don't worry about us. We're fine. Russell was way out of line, that's all.
Oh, Peyton, you won't believe what happened earlier. He actually came to my room and said he hopes I die. Can you imagine that? Now, don't get me wrong, dear. I really don't care about what he says to me. It doesn't affect me in the slightest. But it breaks my heart to see that he's become the kind of man who would rather utter such hurtful words to his own mother. I can't help but wonder if I went wrong somewhere along the way with him.
He actually said that? That is absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe he would stoop so low and say something like that to you. It's completely unforgivable. And I promise you, I will never let him off the hook for treating you in such a horrible way.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't get to me one bit. And anyway, I don't have long left. Speaking of, I can't leave the inheritance to him. He doesn't deserve a penny. You'll receive everything.
Everything? No, I couldn't possibly. I have no right to that money.
I want you to have it. You more than deserve it. So I've hired a detective.
A detective? What for?
You know, Peyton. I've had my suspicion about Russell and his so-called business trips for quite some time now. I just have this gut feeling that he's up to something shady. I really think if we hire a detective to keep an eye on him for a few weeks, we'll finally uncover what's really going on behind the scenes. There's got to be more to it than meets the eye.
You'd really go to that length for me?
Absolutely, Peyton. He may be my son, but I won't ever forgive him for causing you any pain or distress. You deserve nothing but happiness and love. And even though I'm just a doting old lady, I'll do whatever I can to support you and help you through this. You're like a daughter to me, and I'll always be here for you.
Oh, Savannah. You're definitely not a doddering old lady. I hope you stick around for many more years to come. I absolutely adore listening to your stories, and I've learned so much about life from you. You have this incredible wisdom that I can't find anywhere else. Whenever I need someone to talk to, you're always there, with the perfect words of advice. You're not just my mother-in-law. You're my closest friend. I'm so grateful to have you in my life.
Oh, my sweet Peyton, I'm beyond grateful that I got the chance to meet someone as amazing as you before my time is up. You've made every single moment worth it. It may sound a bit odd coming from the one you've been taking care of all these years, but I have to say, these past 7 years have been nothing short of wonderful. We've shared some truly special moments together, and they've truly been the best times of my life.
I feel the same. No part of it has been a burden for me. I want to hear more of your stories. I want to talk with you more.
You're still young. Don't waste your breath on an old thing like me. Oh, I've just remembered. I have a request for you.
What is it? I'll do anything you need.
I want you to record a video message for you to play at my funeral, but I'm not quite sure how to do it.
Oh, I'm sure you don't need to think about funeral arrangements yet.
No, it's about time. I can tell the end of my life is drawing near. I'm making lots of preparations with that detective I hired. But can I count on you to handle the video message?
Okay, I understand.
For tonight, go stay in a nice hotel and cool your head. You can come home after Russell goes out to work tomorrow. I'll be fine until then.
Are you sure you'll manage all by yourself? What about Russell?
I'll be fine. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Savannah. Thank you for everything.
Well, well, well. Today's the big day, huh? It's finally here. Geez, I was starting to think that old bag would defy all odds and live forever. So tell me, have you got everything all set for the funeral? I'm sure you're handling all the preparations, right? It's your job after all.
I wish that today was your funeral instead.
Ugh, seriously? What's your problem, huh? Did I even do anything to you? Well, I guess I'll be generous and overlook your pathetic little comment for now, Peyton. You know what? Today is supposed to be a special day, so let's try not to ruin it with your snarky attitude, okay?
Wow, Russell. You really outdid yourself this time. Your own mother just passed away. And this is how you choose to behave? Do you have any ounce of decency left? Talking like that on the day of her funeral. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I guess not. Thanks for taking care of Mom for the last 7 years. It must have been rough. Just so you know, I'll be taking all the credit for it, though.
Fine. Do whatever you want. It's up to you.
So don't contradict me if anyone brings it up, okay? I'll pass as a good, dutiful son in front of all my relatives. Ha ha ha. By the way, who are all those weird guys with the suits and dark sunglasses lurking around? Do you know them?
They're just your mother's associates. Don't worry about it.
Weird. I've never seen those guys before in my life. What was my mom doing associating with those shady types? Well, she was a senile old woman. Who knows what she was getting up to, or who she was in contact with? Anyway, I'm going to go prepare for my speech. Gotta make a good impression.
By the way, after your speech is over, there's a video message your mom made before she passed. We're going to play it to everyone at the end of the service.
Huh? A video message? Well, all right, I guess. I didn't know people did those kinds of things at funerals. Not to mention, I didn't know she even knew how to use any technology invented after the 70s. How did she even make it?
It was one of her wishes for her funeral proceedings. So we helped her film it and edit it. Her associates and I did.
Wait, what about the contents of the video? What does she say? You've watched it before to confirm it's okay, right? I don't want her to say anything weird and make everyone uncomfortable at the ceremony, you know?
Don't worry. I've played it through, and I know it'll be fine to show at the ceremony today. She talks about you a lot, actually. I mean, you are her only son after all. I guess it's only natural.
Okay, whatever. I gotta go do my speech. See you after the ceremony.
Good luck, Russell.
What the hell, Peyton? This video is crazy. You gotta do something about it. I thought you said you'd watch it over to make sure it's okay. There is nothing okay about this. Get rid of it now. Destroy it. Turn it off. Where are you right now? Where are you playing it from? Don't you dare try to hide from me.
You want me to turn it off? Give me a break, Russell. Anyway, we're just getting to all the proof of your infidelity. I can't turn it off during the best bit. Looks like everyone watching is pretty stunned. I don't blame them though, especially after your moving speech.
Wait a minute. How long is this damn video anyway? Turn it off, Peyton. Get rid of it. You have to. You can't do this to me.
Like hell I will. And don't try to pull anything either. Or those men in the dark sunglasses will stop you.
Who even are those guys? What do you mean?
They're the detectives your mother hired to investigate you. They're keeping a close eye on your every move, in case you try something Stupid. They're all professionally trained. So I'd sit quietly and keep watching the video if I were you.
Are you crazy? As if I could just sit here and watch this crap. Wait, what is this?
This is the part of the video where you're cursing out your mom and telling her to hurry up and just die already. I guess she's been recording your behavior for a while, huh?
You've got to be kidding me. Since when did she have a hidden camera in there? That old hag. God, this is it. It's all over now. I'm finished.
It's not over yet, Russell. In fact, it's just beginning. Your speech at the funeral just now was really sweet. So we need to make sure to pull back all the layers and reveal the truth to everyone.
What should I do? What do you want from me? How do I make you forgive me?
Can't you figure it out yourself?
You'll forgive me if I apologize, right? I'll get up and confess the truth to everyone and say sorry. Is that what you want?
Instead of double-checking with me about everything, hurry up and get on with it.
Okay, I'll do it. So forgive me. Damn it, Peyton. I've said sorry 1,000 times. What's happening? How many times do I have to apologize before you stop the damn video?
I can't do that, Russell. This is your mother's wish for her funeral. I can't legally stop the video at all. Your mother made sure of that. She went through a lot of trouble to prepare it, you know.
My boss is watching this, you moron. How am I supposed to explain this to him? If I get fired because of this, then what are you gonna do, huh? No matter how much money she leaves us, we won't be able to live off of it forever if I'm unemployed.
Who's this we're talking about? You don't think I plan to stay married to you after this, do you? We're getting a divorce when this is all over.
What? But you haven't had a real job in 7 years. You think you can re-enter the workforce just like that? In this economy? You need me by your side to survive, Peyton. You have nothing without me. It's not like you're the one who gets all of her money after all. You have nothing.
Well, that's not like you at all, Russell. Saying something so perceptive? But as a matter of fact, all of your mother's assets do indeed belong to me now.
Oh, how did you?
Come on. You already realize that, right? That's why you don't want a divorce, isn't it? That's why you're saying all of this. Even you aren't stupid enough to think that you'd be getting an inheritance in this situation. But too bad. No matter what you try to pull now, we're getting a divorce.
God damn it, Peyton. How dare you? Do you have any idea how many years I've been waiting for that inheritance? Why do you think I even took care of that old bat in the first place? I've sacrificed so much for this inheritance. You can't just take it away from me at the last minute. I won't let you.
Huh? What have you sacrificed exactly? While I was home taking care of her, you went out and about, messing around with other women the whole time. What right could you possibly have to this inheritance when you've done nothing to deserve it?
Oh, shut up. What do you know about it? It was your obligation to take care of her.
Oh, look. Here's the part of the video with the evidence of you spending company money to go to a hotel with your girlfriend.
No. You're kidding me. I'm so fired.
Still, Even looking at the evidence, I can't believe you actually use company money to do this kind of thing. I'll give it to you, Russell. You sure are brazen. Those detectives your mother hired sure are something, aren't they? Digging this much up?
I can't sit here and watch this anymore. Where are you?
So, have you recovered?
Of course I haven't recovered. Both my legs are broken, you idiot. This is all your fault that I ended up like this. It's all your fault.
How was it my fault? You're the one who ran up to the second floor looking for me, then ended up jumping out of the window in fear when the bodyguard came after you. It's hardly my fault that you're an idiot.
Shut up. How dare you call me an idiot? Do you understand what situation I'm in right now because of you, woman? Show some humility for once in your life. I might never be able to walk again, and it's all your fault.
Oh, wow, really? Then you can understand how your mom felt, can't you? Just so you know, all of our relatives have disowned you. Naturally, you've also been fired. Oh, and once the divorce is underway, I'm going to claim compensation for emotional damages on accounts of your various affairs. Also, I'm going to distribute this video to all of your friends and all of our neighbors.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I don't care anymore.
By the way, after all the evidence against you was shown, there was one last part of the video you didn't see. It was a message just for me. She talked about how she made this video exposing you, so you couldn't taint the last 7 years we'd spent together. She really was a wonderful human being. I'll never, ever forgive you for trying to insult her and her memory.
Look, I get it. I messed up. I was overcome with greed for the inheritance, and I lost my common sense. I feel bad for hurting you both. I shouldn't have treated you guys that way.
I agree. But I'm still never forgiving you, just so you know. By the way, you're getting treatment at the hospital, aren't you? That won't do.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, since you're receiving this treatment, it's going to end up prolonging your life, right? Afterward, Russell remained at the hospital in solitude. It took several months of rehabilitation before he regained the ability to walk independently. Surprisingly, not a single person visited him during that time. I often wondered what he occupied himself with, confined to a hospital bed for these long months. Once he was released from the hospital, I took legal action against him for the emotional damages caused. With the additional burden of medical bills and having lost his job, Russell encountered significant difficulties in meeting his financial obligations. He had always relied on his future inheritance, never bothering to save a penny, and now found himself drowning in debt and legal fees. Concerned about potential retaliation, his relatives decided to keep the bodyguards who had attended the funeral around, just in case. Thankfully, nothing happened. Eventually, Russell, who had lost everything, seemed like a mere shell of his former self, left town and vanished without a trace. Presently, nobody knows his whereabouts. Personally, I believe he is probably leading a miserable existence somewhere. But if he ever attempts to come near me again, I'll make sure to finish him off for good.